All right. Sorry about the delay, everybody. I've just literally got back. I had to shift my days around because my dad was at Newmarket from Friday to Sunday, so we didn't have our usual Sunday. And we agreed the day that we were going to do was this Monday, bank holiday. So I've literally just walked home. Obviously, my mum's not too good so far. She's getting better. But my dad can't drive and drop me back because he's been having a few glasses of wine and things like that. So, yeah, I had to make my way home. So let's welcome everyone in. Hello, Natalie. Hello, Jason. Haunted Sessions. Yeah, we'll just wait for some more to come in. How you all doing? Hopefully tonight will be as good as last week was. Just got to wait and see. God, I'm knackered. I'm actually knackered. I am. I'm puffed, mate. I'm puffed. I've walked all the way from South Church Road all the way back to Hamlet Court Road. I'm done, mate. I'm absolutely done. Food, wine, and a walk. It knackers you out. You want to try it. When you get home, you feel like sleeping. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Natalie said good, thanks. Jason's laughing. Yeah, you need to try it, mate. Have a few glasses of wine or something. Have some dinner. Go for a walk a long way back to your house and see how you feel after. I know you don't drink, so yeah, it doesn't make much difference to you because you don't drink, but you don't feel knackered after. How's your mum's feeling back? Yeah, she's doing all right, Natalie, thank you. She's still sore, but she's able to move around a bit better. So hopefully in the next week or so, she should start to get back to her normal self. It's been about 3 weeks now, so yeah. It's been a nice evening though. Yes, yeah, give it another week or more. Hopefully she will be back to, normal self, but she can't drive at the moment. She can't go out, can't get any shopping. So yeah, that's the effects of everything that's happened so far. Went for a long walk this morning. I fell down a bank. I lost phone, but managed to find it all for a video. I can't wait to see that. That's going to be hilarious. Fell down a bank, lost my phone, found it in the end. How long did it take you to find it? Oh man, that's a classic. I've got to see that video. I have got to see that video soon. We'll be on TikTok. The stuff you get yourself into, Jason, you've got to stop all this. 5 minutes to find it. Man, you are the person who contributes all the entertainment to whatever you do. Chased by doggers, some wild bloke in a Mercedes, fell down a bank, lost your phone. Honestly, mate, what the things you do for a video. I honestly can't wait to see it. All for content. Yeah, it is. Do you know what's funny though? It's just that I put up a video a while back. I think it was a Terminator 7 trailer. And I got the backlash of a lifetime. I got absolutely, I got targeted by people. They were saying, oh, this is fake. This is all clips from previous Terminator videos to promote the next video and all this and everything else. And I was thinking in my head, it's like, yeah, but look how many views it's got. I've got like 40,000 views on it so far. So, what's the problem? And everyone was saying, oh, you still got the video up. He's doing it for clicks and views and everything. I thought, well, I'm going to leave it up. If he's got 40,000 views on my channel since it went up, what's the issue? But yeah, content-wise, you got to be prepared for the for the backlash. But I just ignored it. And I now think now at the moment it's on something like, I don't know, it's over 40,000. I can't even remember what it's at. Let's take a quick look. I've got 6 notifications. What the fuck is this? No, I don't want Copilot. Unusual things. Oh, Paul. Yeah, he's a great YouTuber. He is. He goes around to famous grave sites and things, gives them credit, reads their backstories, and visits the grave, gives respect and everything on his videos. Well worth a watch. 1 hour ago, I missed that. I'll have to check it out. Apex Hound, Beardo, Why is that Bacon's Demon House is the worst documentary ever made. I'll check that out when this stream finishes. Okay, there's nothing else to worry about. Let's see where my actual my actual video is. Analytics. Let's go down to Terminator. Find that. Where are we on this one actually? I can't find it. Oh, it must have moved because it don't seem to be in the top. Never mind. But I think at least it's on 40,000 or something at the moment. Beardo video was good. I'll have to check that out when this stream finishes. I went into his live on Sunday where he's doing those Russian game streams or something. But with me, my attention span doesn't really, last long enough with some if I go into a live stream. And with Beardo's, I was literally in there about, 5 minutes and I just dropped out. But I just can't keep my attention to some things. There's nothing against him. I like the guy. I like watching his videos. I like watching his debunking videos and where he finds fault in the other things that he watches. But for some reason, I just can't keep my attention span for some YouTube videos at the moment. I get it now and then. Sometimes I watch, a lot of stuff and I can watch it to the end, but not all in one go. But sometimes I just don't have time for YouTube videos. It's nothing to do with the content creators. It's nothing to do with, anything that they're, putting out there. I just can't. I just cannot keep my concentration. Saw Beardo's Zach Bacon's video today. What did you think of it, Natalie? Let me know in the chat. You got to play a game. You're like, it's not the fact that they're playing games I don't like. It's my attention span. I get periods where I watch something, I think, oh, this is interesting. I've not seen this before, and yeah, that's quite enjoyable. But sometimes I just get to a point where I'm like, I'm sorry, I just can't, hang around for the period of hours that they put their stream out for. As I said, nothing against the person who's doing it. It's just me. I just can't sometimes keep my focus on, what they're doing. So I went back and I put some actual other videos out on my my channel the other day. I put out, let me have a look. A little while ago, on the 1st of May, I put out Arkham Shadow, teaser trailer, Batman VR game coming soon for PSVR 2. Then I put out Assassin's Creed Mirage, Blind Playthrough Part 4, First Order. Then Batman Arkham Knight, another part of that 100% all collectibles. My usual weekly program thing that I put out this week on Xbox. Then Batman Telltale Series Episode 3, The End of New World Order. And then FIFA 19. I got Slovenia versus Wales in the World Cup. Actually, it's a World Cup qualifiers, actually. It's European Championship qualifiers to see if you can get into the World Cup. So, yeah. I got those up and I'm currently working on a few more. So, yeah. That's what I've got up at the moment. I've noticed something with Beardo's community. Beardo's great, but the community can be toxic towards its own members and also ignore them. I haven't actually experienced that yet, but the only thing that I've experienced is when there's a lot of people in there and Beardo's got no limit on the speed to his chat. You don't always get acknowledged. I'm not the one that sits here and says, "Hey Beardo, you haven't acknowledged me. I left a message and you haven't replied." But when I do leave, like, "Hello Beardo, how you doing? Hope you and Mrs. Geek are okay. Had a great weekend," or something like that, depending on what time of day it is. You know, he will say, "Angry Anubis," or "Haunted Sessions," or something, when he says hello to everybody else. But I'm not going to, worry about, not being acknowledged. My ego's not going to be damaged by that. But there is a lot of toxicity on YouTube. I've put a video out a while back saying how the toxicity on YouTube is getting beyond a joke now. People, leaving messages on other people's channels in comments and stuff, leaving hate and everything else just because, somebody's picked out something in a video that they find is unusual, and then they've got to find a way to work it out, and then they say something and someone else comes over and says, "You're a fucking arsehole," or "You're going to get death threats," or some shit like that. Like Beardo got a while back when he did a video, and it's just stupid. I don't pay no attention to it. I just ignore it all. Those people aren't worth anybody's time. I love Beardo's video today. He hit the nail on the head of what Zach is really like, and also he's willing to put others through for money. Well, I did read or hear something a little while ago. Nick Groff, who used to be a part of Ghost Adventures, put a video out, and he said that Zach Bagans made a load of accusations that he was cheating on his wife and this, that, and everything else was happening, and Zach nearly ruined his relationship, with his wife and everything else and stuff like that. I don't know what Zach Bagans like, but from what I heard, I haven't heard the other side of the story yet, so I can't make my mind up about that. But I'd like to hear what Zach says about the situation after Nick had his say on social media, and then I could probably make my mind up. But yeah, I did hear that he was trying to screw Nick, and in one episode of Ghost Adventures, Nick wasn't required, and then it became a frequent thing where Zach said, "You're not required now, we don't need you for this, that, and the other." And I think after series 9 or 10, Nick Groff had left. But as I said, I've got to hear the other side of the story from Zach before I can, decide, what to make of that situation. I've had nasty comments from other channels. I might have pissed off. Who cares? You were in Beardo's stream the other day, Jason, and Beardo said, "Don't worry about it." In terms of gaming, when you said you were going to bring probably a gaming channel back, he said, "Yeah, it's good fun. It's a good laugh, takes your mind off things and stuff like that." But if other people can't accept the fact that what they support is fake and they can't see past that point, and you've pointed it out, so many times, as well as Beardo, Mr. Grey, Purple, what's the new one? Kenny Biddle and a few others. That's their problem. It's not yours. Just continue what you're doing. I'll support you, and I'm sure other people will. And if people can't accept the fact that what they support is fake and they can't see past that point, fuck them. That's what I'm saying. Beardo's Discord is where I've noticed it. Oh, okay. I didn't know he even had a Discord. I've only seen or communicated with you through Strain's Discord. So I don't know whether you have to set up Discord accounts, different ones, to be able to talk to other people, or whether you can add people to the same one. I don't know the ins and outs of it. All I know is that I've spoken to Daniel and you, Natalie, and who's the other one? Renee, I think it is. That's all I know from Strain's Discord. I don't know if you have to set up a brand new one, create new accounts. I don't know too much about all this Discord and stuff. You'll have to keep me updated. Some of the fans okay, but others not so. It wasn't directed towards me, but I've seen it directed to others. I know. Don't worry about it. You always got me and a few other people that will stick up for the people on the channel. If anyone gives it, the yap and all that. But for some reason, as I said before, my other streams, I've not had any comeback from anybody so far. I mean, after I saw, I think it was Haunted Sessions, did a video on, what's his name? The one who takes a pee out of fat people, Angry Cajun. And I did a video and I put a question out there asking Angry Cajun how it would feel if it happened to him. No response. I stuck up for, what's his name? The other guy. Haggis Hunter 180, when he got abused for putting up videos on his channel, me and Jason Haunted Sessions went over there and stuck up for him, and nothing's come back. So I'm not inviting drama, but nothing has come back from anything that I've sort of stuck up for people for. So I'm sort of lucky in a way. But there may come a time in a few months where somebody will look at a message and go, or a video, and say, hey, he's mentioned me in a video, I better reply to that. But it's not going to turn into a online beef or, the Twitter spat or whatever it's, nowadays known as on social media. All I did was I put out a simple question and I didn't get an answer. So if it comes back to me at some point later, I'll deal with it. But at the moment, I've had no one responding to me, no one coming back at me, firing back at me or whatever. So, well, we'll have to wait and see. Zach is a prick. Well, I wouldn't go as far as to say that, unless you've got evidence that, proves that he's not what he says he is, then obviously, yeah, but I just take it as it is. I like paranormal stuff. I've listened to Beardo, I've listened to you, Haunted Sessions, I've listened to other people, but I like just basically watching Ghost Adventures and Help My House is Haunted and things like that, just to see what I make of it. I'm not worried about everybody else involved. You've got the psychic medium, Ian Lawman, you've got Barry Guy, you've got the other lady, I can't remember her name that's in it. And I just like making my own mind up, watching things. I don't particularly pay attention to, everybody that's debunked a video and things like that. And I did see one the other day and I thought to myself, this is the worst Help My House is Haunted I've ever seen. There was a woman on there, and literally, this is how bad it was. It looked like it had been scripted for everybody. And the woman that was there was like, oh, I'm feeling something. Something's coming. Oh my God. Oh. Get out of my house. I told you, get out. You're not wanted here. And I thought, this is not realistic at all. The way the woman was acting and the way that she came across from being apparently possessed and the way she was talking in the first place, the way she was talking and the way she was talking when she was apparently possessed was exactly the same. And I thought to myself, this is the worst one out of the whole lot that I've ever watched. And that's what's good about it, because I can pick up on how bad things are and look at it and say this is not realistic at all. But yeah, if you get a chance to see it, I'll see if I can find the link and I'll send it to you. Jason, you can do a video on it. But it was, honestly, it was the worst Help My House is Haunted I've ever seen. It was like, let's fake the whole thing. Let's write a script. Let's have a point where the woman goes, oh, I'm possessed. Oh, I told you, get out of the house. You're not wanted here. Get out. And it was so unrealistic. It was like, my God, I've never seen. I'm going to find the link soon. I'll send it to you. You can do a video on it. But my God, that was the worst episode I've ever seen. I don't invite drama. I just make videos I enjoy and point out things that I think are worthy of a video. Yeah, that's what you're here to do. That is exactly what you do. That is exactly what Beardo does. That is exactly what Purple does. And all the other debunkers. But you'll get people on certain channels that support these things and they're blinded. No matter what you tell them, it makes no difference. I mean, look at that guy. What was his name? The one who looks like Craig Charles from Red Dwarf. What's his name? Who's been debunked so many times and he's still saying this shit is real. Then you've got what's his name? Raynham or something like that. You'll know as soon as I mention it on here, Jason. You'll be able to tell me. He's been debunked so many times and his videos are just pathetic. Then you've got what's his name? Really Haunted, that Lee. Laney and Ben and all the others. That is far beyond the concept of what is real and what is fake. And it's just ridiculous. I've got no time for all these people. It's absolutely just not worth the time. And yet they're scamming people and getting money for putting fake content out on their channel. It's sickening, absolutely sickening. I hope one day these channels get wiped from YouTube. They need to be removed ASAP. After you've seen the video that we've seen, you'll think Zach is a prick. What one's that, Natalie, then? I have to have a look at that. I know I saw one Ghost Adventures, or a few, where there was a bridge. Was it the bridge where the prisoners used to walk across in that prison that they went to? And Zach was scared of heights. And what's his name? Aaron got his revenge. He locked him out on the bridge. And Zach was like, this ain't fair. Stop it. Let me in. Let me in. You know, you're out of order for doing this. You know, I got a fear of heights and everything else. And it's like, yeah, but Zach, look at the times you've locked Aaron in. Look at the times you've shut him in somewhere and he can't get out. And you're like, yeah, he's going to spend 2 hours in there on his own and everything. And when things are done back to you, you don't like it. So have a taste of your own medicine, son, and lump it. That sounds like most paranormal channels on YouTube. Yeah. Well, you know, Jason, you've covered them all. You, Beardo, and all the other debunkers have picked things out, and people still don't grasp the concept that it's fake. So that's on them. That's not you. All they're going to do is bring hate to your channel because they can't accept the fact that the channels they watch are fake. Completely fake. So fuck them. I don't care anymore. Sod them. I can't believe people give Lee money. He's seen aliens, ghosts, poltergeists, and wires to drag things across rooms. I have seen some of those videos where he covered Lee, really haunted, and it is so bad. It's even worse than Smug Puppy. I mean, Lee haunted, really haunted. I mean, you could have one of your friends crawl on the floor underneath the camera, and it's not going to see you. You can get a hold of, like, say that was a pipe or something. You're under the camera and you go, and you're like, shit, did you see that? My lamp just moved. It's moved from one side of the room to the other. So, no, Lee, you've got somebody under the camera holding on to the bottom of the lamp and moving it across the screen as you're filming. And when they get that cut, your little fella that's under the camera, he runs off into a different area, and it's like, oh, it's a ghost. It's like, and that crap about Vlad the Impaler haunting your house. Why is Vlad from Romania going to come all the way to Manchester and cause you trouble in a Manchester flat that's full of black mould and everything else that's unsuitable for your health that you haven't cleaned up? And you got your daughter there, and you got other people there, and you're living in a place like that. Honestly, Vlad the Impaler. As if he's going to be coming from Romania to Manchester. Oh, I pick Lee. I'm going to haunt him for the rest of my life. Yeah, okay. Say hello to little Binksy here. Hello. Here she is. Yes, hello. Hey. Do. There she is. Go on then, off you go. Right, what we got? 666 Manchester. You not got the man? Oh fuck! Do you know what? I forgot about it. Hold on a second. It's on sports, isn't it? I'm gonna guess before I put it on. One of two things. It's gonna be 0-0 or it's gonna be Palace winning. If United are winning, I'll be surprised. Yep, Palace are 1-0 up. I fucking called it. 35 minutes gone and Palace are 1-0 up. Oh, for fuck's sake. What is going on with United at the moment? I don't know. Thanks for that, Jason. I've actually just got it on now. I know I'm disappointed already. The Demon House one that Beardo's done today. Oh, okay, cool. I'll look at that after the stream finishes. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, I like watching Beardo's videos like that. This is why I couldn't fake a video. I'd feel so guilty about doing it. Well, Jason, you don't fake. You go to a place, and it's like other people have said. If you go somewhere and you don't get anything, you've been there and you've investigated and it's done. People always expect something to happen. This is a haunted house. We're going to go there and check it all out. And within 5 minutes of getting in there, you've got grandfather clocks falling down the stairs. You've got, bangs and noises and screams and shouts and everything else. If the real paranormal activity that you go to find, you will never find in that one time you go there. As Beardo said, you've got to go there more than once to experience what you want to find. And if these people who go to one place and go, bloody hell, that grandfather clock fell down the stairs. I've had a ball bounce down the stairs and that was only balanced on the top step. I've had, this, that, and the other happening. I've had screams, I've had bangs, I've had noises. It's not paranormal activity. It's the internals of the house. You get expanding and contracting wood that make noises. I had at my mum and dad's house, when I used to live there, a spare room in the back. And the spare room used to look up to a hatch that went into the loft. And when people stayed over, they said I could hear walking, I could hear noises, and this, that, and the other up in the loft. It's nothing to do with paranormal activity. It is just the natural noises that the houses make. And the noise of the house, like the expanding and contracting of the wood when it gets hot and cold. There's various answers to everything else, but of course people have to put the paranormal into that category when they hear a noise to try and get the views and the numbers and the algorithm and the hits and everything else. Is if they looked at it rationally and said maybe that's not what it is, perhaps that was just, something that happened in the internals of the house, or maybe it's a weak foundation, or maybe up in the loft there's some wood that expanded and contracted. They don't look at it like that. They don't look into the things that could be the answer to what they're listening to or hearing. But then they put it down to the paranormal. So I don't believe these people who go into places and get, someone telling them to bugger off or get out or, something like that. As soon as they've walked into the house, I can't do it. So, Jason, you're in the right frame at the moment. You're doing well. Just keep up with it. I know you're not a faker. Oh, hang on. Oh, for fuck's sake. Palace have gone 2-0 up. Matita. Just before half time as well. Yeah, so sorry, Jason. Yeah, you're doing the right thing. You're going there. If you don't get anything, that's all part of the paranormal investigation. You're not going to walk into a place and get a noise as soon as you get in the door, and then go on YouTube and go, "Whoa, look what I caught! This is amazing." It just doesn't happen. My cat is meowing to your cat. She got a friendly nose to the screen, has she? What's the other one? Oh, she's fast asleep under the bookcase again. You got the Arsenal Sunday, and Chelsea will be above you by Jake, do you know what, Jason? I really don't care anymore. I watched the F1 yesterday, and I didn't really do much through the whole day. I didn't go on stream, or I was going to do something a little while ago for the WWE Backlash. You weren't available, and then by the time I looked at the French time to UK time, it had already been and gone. But in terms of football, I'm not bothered, mate. I'm really not bothered. I mean, we've just gone 2-0 down with 41 minutes gone to Crystal Palace at Old Trafford. No, we're not Old Trafford, sorry. We're at the Palace ground. And if the F1 was on the other side tonight, I would have gone over to the F1 or something different. And, I don't know what's going on with United. I really don't. But with the F1, it's good to see Lando got the win yesterday. 7 laps remaining, and he was about 7 seconds in front of Verstappen. And he took the win in Miami. So, yeah, I'm happy that someone else actually got the W for once. Not to say it's going to be an ongoing thing, but we'll have to see how Verstappen adapts in the next Grand Prix coming up. Liverpool playing rubbish lately. Natalie, I don't even want to say it. I mean, United now, 2-0 down away to Crystal Palace, and it's 42 minutes gone. Liverpool, you've lost a few of the matches you should have won, but I've got to say you're not half as bad as Manchester United at the moment. And Jason, all credit to Chelsea. I've got to admit they're on and off, but they've been playing really well towards the end of the season. So I hope you get a good place in the table somewhere by the end of the season. Paranormal entertainment, I call it. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Stranger's got platinum on Lord of the Rings. Oh, wow. Can you tell him congratulations from me? I'll be in the stream tomorrow. But unfortunately, because I had to switch my days around today, I wasn't able to join the stream because I would have done Sunday, and then I would have been alright for today. But because my dad was away in Newmarket for 3 days and enjoying himself, at the horse racing, then I had to switch my days for our Sunday to today. So tell him I said congrats, and he's in the stream tomorrow, isn't he? I know he's done a walkthrough for Kane and Lynch. I watched it earlier on this morning. I don't quite know what the next one is going to do is. I'll tell him. Thanks, Natalie. All he's got to do now is finish the rest of the game. What's he got left? What does he have to finish off? So is that going to be a separate stream? Anne, hello, how you doing? I was watching a premiere. Oh, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. That's not a good enough excuse. I'm sorry you got to leave. No, I'm only joking. Nice to see you here. How are you? How's the channel going? As soon as he's finished the game, he's playing RoboCop. Oh, okay, cool. Is that? I did ask the other day, but he didn't answer. I'm gonna have to ask him again, unless you know. Is RoboCop going to be too graphic and going to be demonetized because of the content for the game itself, or can Strain get away with that? Andrews, I'm good, lol. You? Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. I've just been out today. I had to switch my days around. My dad was away. I don't know if you heard, at Newmarket races, Friday to Sunday. He's got a little house that he goes to. It has a room that they let him book. And because I would have normally had my Sunday and a meal round at Mum and Dad's, and Dad wasn't home, I had to change my day to today. So, yeah, it's been really nice. We had a curry. I went out with my dad this afternoon. Prior to that, had a few drinks in the pub, met up with a few friends. And then once we had dinner, I just walked home again. So, yeah, it's been a pretty nice day. I had to do the live a little bit late, I'm afraid. But I did put a post out. I don't know if you saw it. But I did say if I could get home, I would do it at the usual time. But I think I started at about 8:10. So, but it's going well so far. I'm enjoying it. Hope you're doing well too, Anne. I think Strain might get away with it. If not, he will need more donut. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm not sure how graphic. I've seen it being played on YouTube with people playing the game and stuff, but there is a lot of in the killing, a lot of blood, and I don't think there's dismemberment, but there's just a lot of blood. Sorry, with the shooting. I know the original actor from the game has reprised the role and done the voice for Alex Murphy. But I just wondered if you could get away with playing the game on YouTube, because there's so much copyright, there's so much demonetization for things. I just don't want to see Strain suffer, But unfortunately, that's the way things go on YouTube. So that was why I was wondering if he'd be able to play it. I think you're right, though, Natalie. You might have to rely on donations to get him through. Slowly, we're out next week investigating. Oh, cool, Anne. Where are you going? If that was meant at me, I don't know, because I was reading the other messages. I'm sorry, but where are you going to investigate? I think Stu might get away with it. Yeah, I can see that happening, Natalie. It's the way that YouTube is at the moment. You got to be so careful. I mean, when I did a few games, I got away with it, but I had to edit a lot of them because a lot of them had copyright on. And I think I ended up editing about 30 videos through the YouTube editor just to get rid of all the copyright. But when I did WRC, the trial, by EA, I had what's it called? Streamer mode on, but I still got copyrighted when the video went up. So I don't know how you get around it. I really don't. New location never investigated. Wow, I look forward to that, Anne. Let me know when it is and I'll jump in and watch. I'd like to see that. I feel sorry for Strain needing to do a driving job on top of streaming. I wish I could do more, but I'm benefits so I don't give. I know, I'm the same. I sit there watching most of his streams and, you know, I just paid out £600 for my rent and bills. And I got a little bit of money left over, but I just don't have enough to help Strain out. I just wish, you know, if this channel, you know, and I could, you know, get to where I want to be. I mean, I'm at 329 subs at the moment. I've got 1,700 videos up and I've got more to go up soon. If I could get to where I want to be and I got monetized, you know, literally, if I got good money from doing YouTube and I built this community up, I've been building this up since the 21st of September 2015. And if I got, you know, a decent amount of money, you know, I would send him, you know, 10 grand or something like that. I would literally transfer 10 grand because I respect the guy so much, you know, for what he's done in the military, the years he's done, you know, the fact that he's, you know, taught people in foreign countries how to play music, you know, things like that, you know, and he's not, you know, a war veteran where he's gone out and killed hundreds and hundreds of people. He said that himself. That's not what he's out there for. He was out there to preserve life and teach people different things while he was there. And that's what he's got, you know, that's the happiness that he's got out of his military years. But if I was actually able to earn a certain amount of money, I'd send Strain 10 grand. I'd send Haunted Sessions some money, you know, and I'd help my parents out and things like that, because that is the main aim of me doing YouTube, and this is where I want to get to. But at the same time, at the moment, I'm not earning enough working, so I'm not working, and I've got to pay my rent and bills, and I feel terrible every time I cannot, you know, help to feed his family, to help out with, you know, Jen and Ella and all that lot. I just don't like watching the stream and not being able to help out. You know, likes and things all help the algorithm and stuff like that, but it's not enough. You need to put, you know, you need to help, pay it forward and help people. But like you, Natalie, you said he can't do it, and I can't do it. You know, Strain says he's not worried about it, but, you know, I would love to just say, my channel's doing well, Strain. I build it up from scratch. I've got to a certain amount of money I'm earning. You're not worried about money. You know, you're happy that you're just providing content for people to watch and everything else. But if I had the money, I would send 10 grand like that. It wouldn't bother me. As long as I know I'm helping him out. As long as I know I'm helping him out. But at the moment, like you, I just can't do it. Be right back. Got a phone call. Okay, Anne, see you in a moment. No problem. Take your time. Hope it's a good news, whatever it is. Just got to keep grinding. Yeah, that's the thing. You see these YouTubers out there, I don't know how they did it. I mean, the Rad Brad, he's on, I don't even know how many subscribers he's on, but every time he puts a video out, it could be a 20-minute video, it could be an half-hour video, hundreds of thousands of views, hundreds of thousands of likes, and I don't know what it is. Perhaps I got into YouTube at the wrong time. Perhaps I should have done it, you know, years ago when I was younger, and when I was playing games and having fun. I don't know. But, I mean, look at PewDiePie. He got on there. He got on YouTube. And what is he up to? 111 million subscribers. 111 million. I think he is the YouTuber with the highest amount of subs. I don't know if anybody's even got close to him at the moment. But now he's done what he needs to do, and he's got all that. He's not putting the content out. He's just sat back. He's still doing YouTube, but he's not doing what he did before. But then again, you tell me, has anyone, I don't know, but has anyone actually got close to PewDiePie, who's got 111 million subs? Don't know. But it's just mental. Absolutely mental that he's got that many. So yeah, perhaps you got in at the wrong time. I don't know. If someone knows what the reason is, let me know in the comments below when this video, this stream becomes a video. I'm confused. I'd like to know what we're doing wrong. I wish mods were paid by the government for hours of volunteering. Natalie, if I actually had enough money and I was earning, I would pay an editor to do some of my videos so I could record more and get the channel up in analytics, watch times and everything else. And also I'd pay my mods, like you, Renee, Jason, Haunted Sessions, for being a mod on the stream every time I'm in, but I just can't do it. And at the moment, you're all modding you for me, and you're not getting anything out of it. So I'm gonna have to find a way to, repay you for all your, hard work. Maybe in 2025, I'll on my 10th, was it my 10th year? Yeah, I'll find a way of repaying you all for all your hard work and all your help. But at the moment, just can't do it. Mr. Beast is on more. 250. Fucking really? 256 million. 256 million. How did Mr. Beast get to that amount? So that well outdoes PewDiePie. That's 111, 211, 21, 31, 41, 51. That's 145 million more than PewDiePie's got right now. In fact, I'm just going to have a look at this. Let me check PewDiePie. And then I'm going to check Mr. Beast. PewDiePie. 111 million. Okay, now let me check Mr. Beast. It was Mr. Beast, you said, wasn't it? Yeah, Mr. Beast. Yep, 256. So yeah, he's massively outdone PewDiePie now. PewDiePie has fallen behind. Mr. Beast has taken over the biggest amount of subs. What's the matter? Are you going to come say hello? Come here. Oh, she's being silly. Cat's being silly now. I didn't mean you, Neil. I just meant in general. Oh no, I know that. I'm just saying that everybody's got to get paid for the work that they do, And unfortunately, in Strain's circumstance, for example, he's not able to pay an actual editor to be in employment with him. So I don't know what's happened to him. I think Strain said in a stream that he's disappeared and he hasn't heard anything from him. Unless that was some other YouTube. I got a YouTuber I heard say that. But I don't think Strain's got an editor right now. But if I did have the money, then I would definitely, pay the people for the work they put in. If you're mods, if you're an editor or anything, quite like that, I don't expect people to work for nothing. And if you're not willing to take money, I'll take you out for some food, a drink, or something like that, or I'll give you some cash to, help out with the family and things you do and stuff. But I don't expect people to work for free, and that's not what my channel would be about. If I was earning enough, you would definitely get paid for the work and the effort that you put in. So yeah, I think I've got at the moment Natalie, Haunted Sessions, and Renee. I haven't seen some of the others in here tonight, but I mean, last week was just amazing. I had so many people in; it was just crazy. I think that was probably the best, the best evening I had last week. Hello, what are you doing? Come on, come over here, son. Come on. It's being daft. Meowing. Then when I go to, stroke her, she runs off. Probably want something else to eat. They had biscuits all day. They probably want some fine flakes from the pouches. I'll give them that when the stream's finished. So, Jason, did you see Backlash? I saw up to the Damian Priest Jey Uso match, but I haven't seen any more than that. But I did notice that they wanted to get a lot of the championship matches out the way pretty quick. I mean, it started with the who did it start with? No, I've forgotten. The Cody Rhodes match would have been last because I haven't seen that yet. I can't remember. Yeah, exactly. I said that before I'd even seen the replay. I saw on Google the results and I was like, I'm not surprised. Damian Priest, Cody Rhodes, and Bailey retaining. I thought that would be about right. Nobody was going to lose their title in Lyon, France. No way. And I've still got to watch the rest of Damian Priest versus Jey Uso and a couple others. So, but yeah, it was going to be very easy to predict from the start. If we'd have done our podcast, we would have got it like spot on like that. I think the government should do a scheme, to be honest, with universal credit. The hours they're expecting people to do of unpaid work would be best covered by modding per week. That's actually, can you imagine getting paid for modding a channel by the DWP? Is that actually, could that be classed as a job? I spent 12 hours on a stream the other day modding for somebody who was live streaming. And I was making sure that don't get any spammers in, you don't get any other people in that are not needed, and this, that, and the other spoilers. We make sure that we ban people for spoiling. Does that count as a job? I suppose it would. You're doing something, aren't you? You're not sitting at home all day, not doing anything. I don't know. That's actually a pretty good idea, Natalie. I'll bring that up on my next meeting. When I go to the job centre on the 18th, I'll ask them, does modding for a streamer, a YouTuber count as a job? If so, can I get paid for it? But it might be you get paid by the YouTuber and they deduct the money that you make off of your universal credit. So I think it's like for every pound that you earn, they take 55p off or something. I think that's the way that the universal credit deductions go right now, as most places won't do the hours the job centre require. Well, You see, the job centre say that you've got to spend 3 hours a day out of 7 days. So that's 3, 12, 6, 9, 12, 15, 21. You've got to literally produce 21 hours of job searching in order to meet the requirements for your benefits and stuff while you're not working. Or is it 5 hours a day? Something like 3 or 5 hours a day. So it works out Monday to Friday, 25 hours you've got to spend looking for work. And if you don't meet that requirement, then you're liable to a what's it called? When you get a deduction in your money, sanction, because you're not adhering to what they want you to do. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm up to date with all of mine. I've only missed one appointment. That was the 3rd. I was doing some housework and I completely forgot that I was supposed to go to the job centre that day, and they asked me to send a message as to why I didn't make it, and I said I was doing housework and I didn't realise the time had got past where I was supposed to be at the job centre by then. So they've accepted it and I got my money. So, yeah, rent and bills are paid and I can stay here for another month. So, as most places went to, in Universal Credit, they tell you to get a job that covers the hours. They tell you, and if you go over what they say, which can be unavoidable, some people do towards job. Well, when I went actually into the job centre the other day, I asked them what I can do, and they said, with Universal Credit, you can do whatever job you want to do, how many hours you want to do. And I said, how does that affect my benefits? And they said, well, if you were to earn, say for example, well, I'll tell you the amount I get. I get £738 a month. And that has got to go towards my rent and bills, and then I've got to have enough left over for me until next month. So if I was to get that, and I was working whatever job, however many hours I want to do, and that took me over the amount of hours that I did, my Universal Credit would go from 738 all the way down to 0, because I'm earning more than I'm getting for the job centre on Universal Credit. If my job gives me less than what they're giving me per month, all they do is they deduct the 55p off of the amount I get each month and then give me the rest, which is deducting my wages from my Universal Credit. So I'm technically got my wages and got my Universal Credit together, which gives me a certain amount of money. But the DWP and the job centre, I have to declare that I've earned so much, and they deduct that from my actual earnings. So you still get the same amount, but you will get less if you're earning more than what they give you on Universal Credit. But if you're only doing a small amount of hours, they'll just deduct that off of your Universal Credit and then pay you the rest into your bank. So hopefully with the wages you earn and the deductions, the rest of the money you got left, you're able to pay, any rents or bills or electric, gas, whatever, however it comes at the end of the month. So I hope that works out. I've explained it all right for you. They're trying to put me on Universal Credit. Universal Credit's all right, but they just work it out to, what your rent is and everything else and what your bills are. And then they'll give you the required amount per month while you're not working to be able to pay a landlord or whoever it is, a mortgage company or whatever that you're currently paying per month. So it just takes a while to process from the start. So you might find that you'll end up a month behind or something, and then you'll get into a rhythm of being able to pay it, because they'll work out how much you owe if you're currently working, or what your rental bills are and everything else, and then they'll add it all up and they'll get it processed for you. So I don't think there's anything you need to be worried about. It's just a matter of going through forms, signing things, making sure you think, what they're giving you is enough. And if not, we'll have to ask for an extension, which I'm sure they'll give you. I've had to ask for an extension for me because my rent's gone up from $740 a month to $825. But at the moment, I had a letter through saying that they were going to start the increase on 23rd of April, and they've only been taking the base amount that they took for the last year now. So I'm not complaining. They're getting less money than what they should have took. I'm not in the wrong for doing or paying what I'm actually paying now, unless they give me a contract I can actually sign, tenancy agreement and things like that. Then I'm not liable to pay an increase until I sign officially a document. So, been years since I was on Universal Credit. I was actually on JSA before they changed it to UC. I came out of a job and I was only in the job centre for a month before I found another job. And that was thanks to my uncle, who had a fish and chip shop in Thorpe Bay Broadway, and I worked there. But I was only signed on for like a month, and then that was it. I was back in work again. Then they changed it to the Universal Credit plan, which is what most people are on now, which is an all-inclusive benefit system. So up north, they don't pay enough, and there's no jobs. It's like Liverpool, isn't it? It's like Liverpool. You got no chance of a job in Liverpool. Most people are on the streets and looking for work, and they can't get it. And anything's an option up there at the moment because there's no employment. When I went to Old Trafford in Manchester to see Manchester United play, every now and then, all the Man United fans were singing "Walk on with hope up your arse because you'll never get a job," and that was a play on the "You'll Never Walk Alone" song for Liverpool. But yeah, it's dire up there. It is really, really bad in Liverpool. The situation up there is bad. I feel sorry for the people who want work and can't get it. It's a shame. It really is a shame. Been years since I was no. United just scored, but it's offside. Casemiro put it in, and he was in the offside position. How did this happen? Oh my God. He's well in front. How do you expect to get a goal from there? It was well off. Ten Hag looks like he's going to blow a gasket. He's just sitting there like... oh dear. 2-0 away to Crystal Palace. I mean, 52 minutes gone. Fuck's sake. Up north we don't pay enough. I'm dyslexic, so forms are great. You can always get someone to help you out of it. They'll read it out to you, and they'll just put in the information that you give them. I don't know what the forms of dyslexia are. I know dyslexia is some people can't read or write at all, can't put a sentence together, can't read a page in a book and things like that. And, they have to have help to be able to learn it. But I don't know what the levels are. It's like you got level 1 and level 2 what's the thing with the insulin? Oh, my flatmate's got it. Oh, it's gone right over my head. Diabetes. You get levels of diabetes. You get levels of cancer, 1 to 4. You get all different levels of things. I don't know if dyslexia is one thing that you need help for, or I don't know if you get certain levels where the levels get higher and it's harder for other people to deal with the situation they're in. I don't know anything about it. I'm not knowledgeable on that front. I can read and write. I just can't understand forms, and so we can read and write, but if you look at a form, some of the words and things are out of context. Okay, I've got you now. So that's you. But is there other levels of dyslexia that get harder and harder for people that and they really struggle to comprehend what they're looking at? Some people can't read, as I said, or write at all, and they need help with it. I don't know. As I said, I'm not in that profession, so I'm not knowledgeable on that front. So if you could let me know, is there levels or is there only one level of dyslexia? Oh, there are different levels. Okay. So what levels do they go to, and how hard does it get? I have that problem. As well as reading loud, I'm okay reading to myself. All right, so you can read out and you can read, but in terms of, I'm guessing, in terms of spelling, that's where you have a bit of an issue. I mean, I don't like really saying to people, you've you've spelt this wrong, you've spelt that wrong, and if people are willing to accept it, and they go back and they change it and say, thank you very much for pointing that out, then that's fine. But I'm not the sort of person that likes to point out people's mistakes. I don't really. Strange made 1 or 2 in his tags on his Red Dead Redemption videos. He's got redemption with a P in the title of the video, but then in his tags he's got redemption without the P. It's EMTION. So I don't like pointing things out to people, but I don't mind it if people are willing to accept it and they say thank you for pointing that out. It's not a big issue to me. Redemption is redemption, whether it's a P or just a T, it's the same word. But it might affect people searching for the videos if you misspell a word in the tag. That's all I'm saying. And now, fuck this football. It's 57 minutes gone, and it's 3-0 Crystal Palace. What else have we got on the? Let's go over to the Snooker World Championship. Fuck the football. I've had enough of this shit now. Bollocks to it. I'm undiagnosed, but I know I have it as it runs through the family. I just can't afford to pay to get myself diagnosed for it. Same as with autism, ADHD, which is annoying. But have you got all of those? Do you have Oh no, sorry, I read that wrong. You need to get diagnosed. Autism, ADHD. Oh, okay, all right. How much does it actually cost to get an assessment? Can you not get any plans or anything while you're on universal credit? Thousands? Oh God. Can you not get anything while you're on the UC and have it paid for you? Just 1 second. I'm getting a bit warm in here. Oh. Hey! Sorry, I just had to do that. I just had to do that for a giggle. Now my t-shirt's got all... Hang on. There we go. Right. Let me put my glasses back on so I can read. NHS takes years. Neil's stripping off. I don't think you want to see that on the stream, Natalie. I'll get instantly demonetized and thrown off YouTube if I did that. And it's, believe me, it's something you don't want to see. To go private is quicker. Yeah, I know that, but I just thought with universal credit, a lot of things you can actually have paid for. So I was wondering if that was actually one of them. Because when I went to get my eyes tested before I got these, and I was told I had to have glasses now. My universal credit paid for the glasses. These were supposed to be 50 quid. And I got them for free. I had to wait a week, but they cost me nothing because I was on UC. So I was wondering if your UC money would actually help towards getting anything on the NHS, excuse me, or private or anything like that. Cool, hiccups now. That jumper what's on the floor? On the floor behind my chair. Can you see the green eyes? There she is. On the pillow. Binksy. We're talking about you. Look, everyone you're on YouTube Live. Yes. Look, YouTube Live. You're on camera. Look at that. That's you. Yes, that's you. You seen that? Look, with your green eyes. Hey. Oh dear. All right. Yeah, she is cute. I did have more. I wish I was actually able to show you the other ones, but unfortunately they're gone. My other cat Neo, he died a few years back. He was lovely. He was like gold and black, and he had the lines going from the eyes. You know, back like a it was like he looked like a leopard from the wild, or the puma on the other wild cats that you have the black lines going from behind the eyes, and he was gold with black stripes and everything. He was a lovely cat, but I unfortunately lost him a few years ago. And my other cat, Phoebe, she passed away a few years ago. I still miss them to this day, but I've got these two. I've got these two. Got this one, which you can see there, but unfortunately, because Trini's getting older, she spends most of her time underneath the bookcase behind the sofa. She only comes out to eat, use the dirt tray, and then go back to sleep. So if I get an opportunity one day when she, pops out, I'll grab her and you can say hello on stream. But at the moment, yeah, she's completely and utterly knackered out over there. So, where did Where did Anne go? Did she come back? I remember you telling me, Natalie. He thinks he's a kitten. The one you just saw there, Binksy, the black one. She has a habit of literally flying down the hallway down there. She literally has this like weird noise. She sort of like goes and then goes flying down the hallway, and then she does the same noise coming back. She goes so I was like, Binksy, and then she comes back, comes flying through the whole house again. She has a mad 5 minutes every now and then. It's funny. Anne's not back yet. I know. I heard her saying that she was taking a phone call or something, and she's not back. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I've been on nearly an hour and a half now, so I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to go for. But let me know in the comments box, or the chat box really, if there's anything else you want to talk about before we end the session, because normally this Monday night is whatever you want to talk about. While we're here, an hour a week to get our minds off all the crap that's going on in the world. So let me know in the chat what you want to talk about, and we'll take it from there. $15.53, 17:13. 30 frames played out of 35. Oh, Natalie, I meant to ask you, did you ever see that that video on YouTube with the oh no cat, black cat, right up close to the screen, with that funny meow like oh no thing? It was it was hilarious. I did that at the bottom of the stairs the other week. I did the oh no thing that the cat does, and my flatmate thought that one of my cats was making funny noises, and he said, was that you, Neil? And I said, yeah, it was me. I said, stand at the bottom of the stairs, did the oh no cat thing. Yeah, that was hilarious. I don't know if you noticed this at the beginning. I've got a big scratch here, and I've got one just under this side of my nose as well. If you can see it. And also, I've got that as well. Look. If you can see it. There we go. Look. See that? There and there. Is when you pick this one up over here, this monkey here. She kicks away, and when she goes to jump off, she kicks out of her back legs. And then the other day, she was in the front room here, and all I could hear was meow, meow, meow. So I opened the door and let her into the bedroom with me. And then later on, after she'd paraded round and dropped off the edge and gone round the back of the bed and come up the other side and everything else, she decided she was going to jump off a pillow right over my face onto the other side of the bed. And as she decided she was going to do that, she jumped over, landed on my head, and then kicked off with her claws right at the top here, which is why that big scratch is there, and that little bit's there, because her claw went straight down my face. So you can imagine me half asleep, and I was like, oh, ow, 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 ow. And I put my hand up there, all blood running down my nose and everything else, and yeah. They've got to stop kicking with their claws. That's the thing that is the biggest nightmare of everything. It's the bloody claws. We should do a stream where we can do a watch party. That'd be cool. I could do that. I could do that as a live, like go on live and share the screen, and then broadcast something. So we could probably watch a movie. We could probably watch some WWE or something like that. If I haven't watched one of the replays, I could do it as a live and broadcast one of the replays on a live, and we could all watch it together. Maybe on another WWE pay-per-view or something. When I get to watch it back. What do you think of that? Let me know. My cat likes to walk all over me and be a parrot. He also meows at me for a bedtime story when I'm reading to my book. My cat, Neo, I've got a picture of him actually. It's not the best. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there you go, up in the corner. That was when my old kitchen floor was what it was. And that was Neo. As you can see at the bottom of the Polaroid, I wrote Neo. And he was a beautiful cat. I lost him. But when I used to go out and get him, he used to be on top of the fence outside the house. And I used to go up to the fence and he'd come down and he'd be on my shoulders and I'd carry him up the stairs and he'd come into the house and I'd, put him down and get him something to eat and everything else. But he was like a parrot. He used to sit on my shoulders and everything. But I've said now that when Binksy and Trini are gone, that's going to be it for me now. I'm not having any more pets. My cat trays are going and everything else. I just can't afford the heartbreak anymore. It's just when you've got an animal and you lose it, I just can't have another cat. And after so many years, lose that animal again. So it's a shame, really, because there's a lot of animals in shelters that want homes and stuff like that. But after this, I just can't do it anymore. If I did get anything, I'll probably get a husky dog, like a wolf dog type thing, because I absolutely love those dogs. They're beautiful. But I've got to have a big enough place to have it in, because I will not be able to look after, a dog in this smaller flat that I've got now. So, yeah. But yeah, if I probably moved out and got somewhere else and it's a bigger place, then I'd definitely have a dog, I think, probably. But I'm not sure if I want any more pets after the cats are gone, so I'll have to make my mind up when the time comes. Yes, we'd love it. It'd be cool. Oh, you're talking about doing the stream? Okay, I'll think about doing that. One night when I've not watched the pay-per-view and I'm about to watch it back. Yeah, he was a beautiful cat, but yeah, sadly he's not here anymore. In the future, I'm going to get a puppy and also an older dog. That way it can eat the rest of it. I can't see because of the heart in the chat. The rest of its life not stuck in a cage. I don't know why people have pets and they stick them in a cage. I really don't know why. I've seen my friend's mum had it wasn't even a bad dog. Oh, good pop. It wasn't even a bad dog. It was a Springer Spaniel, I think it was, or a Cocker Spaniel, one of the two. They originally had a Springer before, and unfortunately the dog died. And they got another one. And she used to, when people came round, she used to stick it in the conservatory with all the doors closed shut. And the dog's looking through the glass like, why am I here and you're in there? And it wasn't let out until, everybody had gone. So it's a bit unfair on the dog, really. I don't think, a lot of people should, do that to animals, stick them in, make them feel like all fretty, stuck in a room until you let them out, you know. All of my friends who had dogs and cats and things, they all let the cats roam around when friends come to visit or not, But this particular person was just like, yeah, we've got friends coming today, stick the dog in the conservatory and lock all the doors. I just don't think it's right. So what should we do? I've been on 1 hour 25. What should I do? Stay on for a few minutes, or should we call it a night at just after 9:30? No, I don't. I don't understand it, Natalie. I don't know why people stick animals in the back room and lock the doors, and the animal can't come out while I've got friends. I can understand it if the dog had a potential to nip somebody, and you've got a 5-year-old child in the house, and the dog, unfortunately, is allowed to roam around and what a shot. Yeah, if the dog's allowed to roam around, and it bites a 5-year-old kid, I can understand you having a dog, not in that area while friends and family are around. But if you've got a non-threatening dog, I don't see why, because friends, are coming around, you shove the dog into a back room, lock all the doors, and I feel sorry for the animal that gets trapped in the. My God, was he doing all trick shots? Just the pink and the black left now. Well played. I've got the snooker on as well. Yeah. Seeing as some of the times on the TVs there's a delay. If you go from one room into another room, you'll hear like someone go, "Oh, Karen Wilson takes a frame there," and then you go in the other room and they go, "Oh, Karen Wilson takes a frame there," and there'll be like that little second delay. So I'm at the studio with Steve Davis, John Parrott, and the interviewing lady, and they're talking. John Parrott's on camera now. So what's the delay between mine and yours? I'd like to know. Studio with Steve Davis here. I'm on John. I got John Parrott. Now it's just gone back to Davis. Why is it Steve Davis looks like Adrian Edmondson? Like, like from Bottom or something. Steve Davis and Parrott. I've just got Steve Davis at the moment. It's just gone to the next game, frame 32, and there's about to be a break. Are you in front or are you behind? Yup, next game. No balls potted yet. Just a break. White up just behind the green on the baulk cushion. So if your TV is the same as mine, you'll be at the same point as me. Right at the bottom, red at the table, just under the yellow. Yeah, Bottom's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Did you see that Natalie, that Nigel from EastEnders was in one of those? He was went to rob their house, and they taped him to the ceiling, and then brought him down and taped him to the chair. Yeah, bottom. I'm so sorry Rik Mayall died. Rik Mayall was great. I saw a film with him once. I think it was called, is it Merlin the Return or something? Yeah, Merlin the Return. It was terrible, but at the same time, it was good to see Rik Mayall in it. Yeah, I've seen the Bottom films. Guest Hotel Paradiso, wasn't it? At the very end, where the woman's with, yeah, they're great. Bottom Live tour. My friend Cole, when you see him in the chat next, he actually went to see that live. I wish I did now, but it's something I'm never going to get to do now because Rik Mayall's they got a memorial seat for him, haven't they, in London somewhere? I've forgotten where it is. But yeah, rest in peace, Rik. A little bit of risk attached, but nicely in colour. Yeah, Rik Mayall. That was sad when he died. When I found out he'd actually gone, I couldn't believe it because he had that accident, didn't he? Was it a quad bike or something? And then after that, he came back, and then a short while after he died. I think it's something like that. That's so sad. Right, so if everybody's still in here, Haunted Sessions, Natalie, I don't know where Anne ended up because she's disappeared. Not that it's a problem. I thank her for coming in. Got a phone call. That's a long old phone call you had there, Anne. Went running. Going back home. Oh, is that what happened to him? He went for a run, got back home, and had a heart attack. Oh dear. Right. Well, 1 hour 32. So I think that's a good place to end it. I don't know where Haunted Sessions has gone, if he's still here, but I thank you for coming in. Natalie, thanks for dropping in again. Did you pass on the fact that I wouldn't be in the stream today? Bottom watch party. Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah, I could stream it somehow, maybe on here. I'll have to find out how to do it. But oh, thanks very much. I'll is he streaming tomorrow? Yes, okay. What's he doing? And what time? Is it the same as normal? 3:15? Assassin's Creed tomorrow 3:15 as poor horses. Yeah, I know that. Yeah. Well, we done quite well tonight. Haunted Sessions. I'm not sure quite where he ended up. Natalie, thanks for coming in. And Twingo Paranormal, thanks for coming in. I'm sorry whatever happened, you didn't get back to the stream, but yeah, we'll be live again next Monday night, 7:30. I just had to change my times around today because obviously my dad was away for 3 days in Newmarket races, and today was the only day that we could have done what we would have normally done on a Sunday. So yeah, Natalie, thank you very much for coming in for the chat tonight. Have a great evening, what's left of it. Bank holiday Monday. And I will see you next week. If things change, I will have a post up letting you know. But as far as I know, we should be back to normal from now on, 7:30 every Monday night. But as I said, if things change, then yeah, there will be a post up letting you know what changes have been made. So anyway, thanks very much to everyone who come in. Anne, Twingo Paranormal, Natalie, and Haunted Sessions. And I will see you all next week. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.